makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be right now, cause I can't get much stronger. Man, I've been waiting all night now. That's how long I've been on ya.
After the Braves beat the Nationals in our last episode, we lose to the Nationals. We're 3 games back in the division, 2 games back in the wild card. 4 games to go. We simulate another game, we lose that game as well. We go over to the standings where that means we were 4 games back in the division. Still only 2 games back in the wild card. So we still have a chance to make the playoffs. We simulate against St. Louis, we win that game. Standings, 3 games back in the division, 2 games back in the wild card with 2 to play. 4 teams within 2 games. We win another one in St. Louis. 2 games back in the division, 1 game back in the wild card. So if the Mets lose and we win, it could potentially be a 5-way tie for the wild card if the Mets lose today and everybody else wins. So let's go over to the Mets. We're going to go switch over to them, and we're going to see if they win or lose. If they lose, we have a chance. If they win, we're done.
Was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits.
Win 12-9. So the Braves have been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs on the 162nd game. As you see, we will end up potentially 1.5 games back if we win and a half game back of the Mets, or 1 game back of the Mets, I suppose, if we lose or if we win. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. It is the Sportsmaster. We are here for Game 162 in Atlanta as the Atlanta Braves take on the St. Louis Cardinals. And so, since we have been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs on the last day, heartbreaking, I know, we are actually playing some young guys, some backups, some 40-man roster September call-ups. Jason Hirsch, former B potential prospect, will be making his debut. Get a look at the starting lineup for the Cardinals. Leading off and playing center, John Jay. Batting second and playing third, Matt Carpenter. Batting third and playing left, Matt Holliday. Batting fourth and playing first, Matt Adams. Fifth, the right fielder, former Brave Jason Hayward. 6th in catching, Yadier Molina. 7th, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. 8th, the second baseman, Colton Wong. And pitching is Lance Lynn. They'll go up against a 22-year-old from Oklahoma State University, formerly a B potential prospect, now a C with a bad year in AA Mississippi, who will be making his major league debut, Jason Hirsch. Lineup for the Braves a little bit different. Leading off and playing center field, Chevy Clark. Batting second and playing second, Dustin Pedroia. Batting third and playing third, Yasmani Tomas. Batting fourth and playing right, Nick Markakis. 5th, the shortstop, Angelton Simmons. 6th, the first baseman, Corbin Joseph. 7th, the left fielder, Cedric Hunter. 8th, in catching, Braden Schluber. And 9th, Jason Hirsch. And they go up against the veteran, Lance Lynn, as we're ready for the last game of the season. The first pitch in Hirsch's MLB career is swung on and grounded to Pedroia. He'll throw on to Joseph, and that is 1 out. You gotta look at Hirsch, not a lot of... He's not a flamethrower, but he has a lot of movement on his pitches. Matt Holliday up 2-2 count. Sliders swung on and grounded to Pedroia. He throws on to Joseph, and the side is retired to Jason Hirsch. 1-2-3 top half to begin his major league debut. We'll go bottom half and see if the Braves can get anything going. In steps Yasmani Tomas. He and Archie Bradley battling neck and neck for the Rookie of the Year. We'll see if he can finish off with a strong performance, but he swings and misses on the slider. So we go top half of the second. Great pitch there from Lance Lynn. And Matt Adams, he will single up the middle. And as he does that, I'm going to pass it over to my partner, Chip Carey.
Swing and drive, belted right. Welcome to the show.
Just like he did in his first career at-bat with the Atlanta Braves, Jason Hayward homers to right. It is now 2-0 St. Louis as Yadier Molina singles up the middle. I remember watching that live when I was little in 2010 and seeing that. That was truly amazing. Anyway, pitcher Lance Lynn, as Molina is on third with 2 outs. Hirsch with the pitch, and that one is grounded right back to Hirsch. He will throw on to Joseph, and the side is retired. But St. Louis does score 2 on the Jason Hayward home run to right field. It is 2-0 Cardinals. In steps the first baseman Corbin Joseph. We'll see what he can do, being our utility man this whole year. Anyway, that one is hit past Matt Carpenter for the base hit. Great job of hitting there from the young Corbin Joseph, the rookie. Playing a lot of rookies today. One of them is Cedric Hunter. He has 5 home runs, hitting .285. He was called up during the All-Star break to replace Johnny Gomes after the trade to Chicago. Anyway, he will pop this one out too. Jason Hayward. So the Braves can't get anything on one hit. We'll go top half of the third. It is still 2-0 St. Louis. St. Louis will be in the playoffs this year. We'll see how they can do. Matt Carpenter up with 1 out, 1-2 pitch from Hirsch, and that one is grounded past the diving Corbin Joseph and Dustin Pedroia for a base hit into right field. So St. Louis will have 1 man on, and in steps Matt Adams. He singled last inning with 2 outs, 1-0 counted. That one is hit, and Yasmani Tomas spears it. A great play from the rookie Yasmani Tomas. As the side is retired, and in will step the leadoff man, center fielder Chevy Clark. 40-man roster call-up. Clark will hit this one up the middle, base hit. Chevy Clark getting the hit there, batting .222 since being called up. Dustin Pedroia now, and Clark is running. The throw from Molina, and they're going to say he got him. It looked close to me, but they say he got him, so I'll go with the second base umpire. So the single will not turn anything after a caught stealing. Yadier Molina, one of the game's best defensive catchers, guns him down, and the side is retired for the Atlanta Braves. We'll go top half of the fourth. Johnny Peralta up with 2 outs, a 1-1 count. Getting the sign from Braden Schluber, catching today. Johnny Peralta swings and ground this one to Simmons. He'll throw it over, and the side is retired. So Jason Hirsch chugging along after that 2-run homer in the second, and will step Tomas with 1 out, the 1-0 count. And this one is hit in the right center field, and that will fall into the gap base hit. Tomas, he will go to second. Hayward fielding it. Tomas, he will go to third. It's going to be a play at third base, and he is out. Yasmani Tomas gets gunned down at third. There will be 2 outs. Aggressive base running from Tomas. Great relay from the Cardinals, and he is out. So with 2 outs, Nick Markakis finishing up his first year with the Braves. First pitch of the at-bat, and that one is swung on a hit into the gap, base hit. And that was a deadly error from Tomas, as we would have scored a run. Markakis, he's going to wisely stay at second base. So Markakis with the 2-out double. In will step Andrelton Simmons, the shortstop. First pitch, and that one is swung on and flied to center field. Jay is under it, and the side is retired, so the Braves do not get any on a triple by Tomas and a double by Markakis. With that base running mistake from Tomas, we will go to the top half of the fifth. It is 2-0 St. Louis. In will step the second baseman Colton Wong. 1-2 pitch to lead off the inning, and that one is hit down the right field line for a base hit. Markakis is going to have to get it, and that's going to be a double for Colton Wong to lead off the inning. After a sacrifice over to third, John Jay is up, and John Jay will ground out to Simmons, but since there was 1 out, Wong will score on the RBI ground out, and it is now 3-0 St. Louis. We'll see if Hirsch can finish it off. Matt Carpenter, 0-2 count. Carpenter, he hits this one up the middle, base hit. Clark cannot get to it, not as fast as EYJ, maybe if Eric Young Jr., the starting center field, was playing. He may have gotten to that one, but it'll be a 2-out base knock after a steal by Carpenter. Matt Holliday hits it up the middle. Clark's going to try to throw him out. The play at the plate is, he just beats it out. Holliday will advance to second. It is 4-0 St. Louis. Matt Adams is up. First pitch of the at-bat is grounded to Tomas. He will throw it over to Joseph, and the side is retired, but not before. St. Louis scores 2 runs. We'll go bottom half of the fifth. It is still 4-0 St. Louis.
Home half of the fifth coming up. The Cardinals lead it 4-0.
Braden Schluber is up with 2 outs, the catcher. He hits this one right at Colton Wong, who spears it. So another 1-2-3 inning for Lance Lynn throwing it well. It is 4-0 St. Louis after 5, and then will come Matt Capps as Jason Hirsch's day is over. The veteran who spent time in AAA will be making his season debut. Johnny Peralta up with 2 outs, 0-2 count. The pitch from Capps is swung on and hit right at Angelton Simmons, and Matt Capps works a 1-2-3 inning. So we'll see if the Braves can get something going as their season's winding down. Bottom half of the sixth, 1 out, Chevy Clark at the dish. The pitch from Lynn is swung on and grounded. Great diving stop from Adams, but Clark is able to beat it out with some speed. That'll be ruled as a base hit, and Clark is on. 2 outs, Clark at second, Tomas 2-2 count. Now Smani will ground this one. Carpenter has it. He throws it on to Matt Adams, and the side is retired. So the Braves stranding a lot of runners today. We'll see if they can get something going, but first they got to shut down this St. Louis offense. As we continue with the game and take a break, I want to remind you that this edition of Braves Baseball is sponsored by Johnny's Footlong Subs, where bigger is better. In for the Braves is Josh Outman, who has Major League experience. He played his season in AAA, part of the 40-man roster call-ups, and he'll be making his season debut, and he will hit this one to Simmons deep in the hole, and he can't get it. So Outman is unfortunately not able to work a 1-2-3 inning. That was John Jay with the base hit, and it will step Matt Carpenter.
Nothing too amazing here, but
and the pitch to Carpenter is swung on and flied. Pedroia and Markakis both chasing it, and it will be Nick Markakis who puts it away. So Josh Outman works his only inning of the year, and he's able to keep St. Louis scoreless despite a hit, and then will step Corbin Joseph, 1-2 count, 2 outs. Lance Lynn still on the mound, and Lynn will pitch a fastball. Joseph to the short, on to Adams. Side is retired once again. We have 2 more innings of Braves baseball. Let's see if we can get a comeback going as Andrew McKirahan, who was going to be part of the Major League roster for being suspended 80 games for the use of PEDs, then played his season in Gwinnett. Another guy making his season debut today. McKirahan on the first pitch will hit Matt Holliday on the ankle. With 2 outs, Molina is up 0-1 count, and Yadier will hit this one to Corbin Joseph at first. He puts it away. The side is retired, so another man making his season debut for the Braves, and another scoreless inning. Have an inning and a half left of Braves baseball this season, and we'll see if we can get something going as Kevin Smith. We'll see. He will be pinch hitting for Josh Outman. And he hits this one back up the middle, and it is misplayed by Johnny Peralta. And it will be a base hit for Kevin Smith, ruled as a base hit. Chevy Clark up with 2 outs. Clark hits this one to left field. Matt Holliday's there. He puts it away, and we have 1 more inning left of Braves baseball. Let's see if we can get a comeback going, because it is still 4-0 St. Louis. Juan Jaime, who spent some time with the MLB club before being outrighted to Gwinnett with that 8.35 ERA, will be getting some time, and that is up the middle base hit. So Jaime is not going to get a 1-2-3 inning. Anyway, the 1-2 pitch is swung on and hit the left field. It will be put away by Cedric Hunter, so we'll see if the Braves can get anything going. In the bottom half of the ninth, it is the last half inning of Braves baseball this year. Dustin Pedroia is going to lead it off. Lance Lynn still on the mound, 76 pitch from him, 0-2 count to Pedroia, and he hits it up the middle. Peralta, nice snag, spins and throws, but Pedroia is able to beat it out, and we have a man to lead off the inning, and we'll step Tomas, the next batter. And Tomas swings and hits this one down the line, base hit, and the Braves will have 2 men aboard to lead off the inning, and will step the cleanup man, Nick Markakis. Lynn still in the game, the 0-2 pitch, and Markakis takes this one down the right field line, base hit. Pedroia will score. Tomas will see if he rounds third. He will. Play at the plate. It's a bad throw, and Tomas will score, and it is 4-2. St. Louis. We'll see if anything can happen with that. Jordan Walden, former Atlanta Brave, who was traded in the Hayward deal, will come on. 71st game of the year. Simmons is up. We'll see what Simmons can do. He hits this one. Base hit again. 4 straight hits from the Braves. Runners will be in the corners. Down by 2 in the Braves. We'll call on the pinch hitter, and it will be Atlanta's favorite son, Freddie Freeman right after Kevin Seagrass comes in for his 51st game of the year. You see Freeman is up. We'll see if Freeman can do anything. Maybe hit a walk-off home run. What a way to end the season. 2-2 count. Pitch from Seagrass. Curveball swung on and missed by Freeman. Freeman's final at-bat of the year is a strikeout. And after that, he does his job. Trevor Rosenthal, the closer, will come in. And EYJ, Eric Young Jr., will see if he can get on base. 1-2 pitch. Rosenthal delivers and swung on and missed on the changeup. And these pinch hitters aren't working well for Atlanta, but Christian Bethencourt will come in as the last chance. 1-1 count. Rosenthal. Pitch cutter fouled off. Will be 1-2. Braves down to their last strike of the season. Rosenthal sets. Fires and changeup out of the zone. Swing and miss. And the Braves will drop the last game of the season to the St. Louis Cardinals after being one game away from the wild card playoffs. What an incredible season from the Braves. 15 games under 500 at the All-Star break. I believe 12 games back of the Miami Marlins. But they were able to come back, almost win the division. Almost forced the game 163 to win the wild card. And that is the Braves season. In the next episode, we will see the Braves off season. We'll see, will the Mets or the Marlins end up winning the World Series? What moves will General Manager John Hart and this Braves staff make, if any? Will we just keep the same roster? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Feedback is always appreciated. Follow me on Twitter for all the latest news and updates for my channel. More Braves franchise to come. You guys are truly awesome. Thank you for a great season of Braves baseball. Peace.